You may be asking yourself, how in the world am I going to make an 8-minute video about this notebook? Because we're going to talk about Gare the Bear. So I have a little bit of a story for you. Gare the Bear is the reason why I bought a few pocket notebooks. I went to a local bookstore because I wanted to find some notebooks. And on a shelf, I saw this. Gare the Bear got me into field notes. I actually made a video about field notes on my second channel about a year ago or so. First of all, love the cover art like it's an album. Super, I know it's kind of washed out, that's because of the camera, but like, as you can see there, that's beautiful. But today is not about field notes. Today is about Gare the Bear's official notebook. I wanted blue, but blue was sold out in the first pressing, so I got green instead because of the channel colors, and it pops really well. I really like the stamp here. What's really cool about Gare the Bear is that he stamps a lot of stuff. He has like a little stamp, and the fact that the official stamp is on this notebook is pretty cool. So we open the notebook. We have name, start, and end. So you can write your name when this notebook was first written in, and then when the last page was written in. It's stapled on the side here to keep it together. And on the back, we see a note. The official Gare the Bear pocket notebook, youtube.com/@GareTheBear. Now, I was meaning to make this video for a few weeks, and I kept overthinking it because we're in the era of the channel now where it's been 10 years or about to be 10 years. I don't know when this video is coming out, but basically I'm done overthinking. I'm just going to make a bunch of videos because I want to make them. And I told Gare the Bear on a live stream that I was going to make this video. And I want to apologize to Gare the Bear because I should have made this sooner.
I'd do it for free. I was thinking about it already, not gonna lie. Dude, I mean, if you do it, if you want to, have at it. I think that'd be awesome. Because then it'd just be really cool to see. Really, obviously, like, it'd be cool to generate sales, but mostly, my number one thought with it was it'd be so cool to see everyone's thoughts outside of the Discord chat. Like, oh, this is cool. Type. It'd be really cool to see what people think and how they've used it in that on video. That'd be really, really cool. Like, if you want to make that video, I would love to see your reaction to it.
I was planning on making this weeks ago, but I kept overthinking. But it's creators like you, Gare, that are really pushing me to make more content and make more content about more physical things. We're in the era of the channel where I made a video about a CD. I'm making a video about a physical notebook because PlayStation loves to not make discs anymore. So we're also going to get into more physical stuff in the future of the channel. I have a CD sitting over right there that I want to make a video about at some point that I haven't even filmed yet. But that's not about that. That's about this notebook and about Gare the Bear. What I love about this notebook is not even the notebook itself. You open it and you get a bookmark. I'm not a big reader. Okay, I need to read more. But the one thing that I keep running out of is bookmarks. And it's kind of put me in a position where I don't want to read because I don't have a bookmark. Well, now I got a new one. And it says, "Thank you, Ethan," with, again, the Gare the Bear stamp. So I got a free bookmark included with a little note, and that's so cool. You can tell that this was a handmade notebook because it's a bunch of, I don't know if this is cardstock necessarily, but it's pretty thick paper, which is good. I'm going to write on it. I have not written in this notebook yet, by the way. We're going to do a test on camera of writing in the notebook itself. But it's not lined paper, it's blank paper, so it gives you the freedom to kind of write whatever you want, which is cool. For me, I don't really write a whole lot. I need to get better at journaling. So for example, in this field note, it is like halfway written. A lot of these are video ideas, channel ideas. I had the coffee documentary I did. I wrote a bunch of stuff in here for that. Wrote a bunch of coffee shops. Wrote thumbnail ideas. So this is like my YouTube ideas kind of notebook, right? And just some general notes that I wrote. There's even some stuff that I actually used for videos that are in here. Because whenever I do a physical media kind of video, I want to incorporate a physical thing that I also write in to kind of like not timestamp it, but do it as like chapter markers, which I think is cool. I'll probably do that for this video too, honestly. if I have an idea for it. But that's not about field notes, although I really do like field notes. Gare the Bear got me into field notes because he makes a lot of videos about notebooks. Literally his most popular video is sitting at 400,000 views, and it's Why Are Field Notes So Addicting? And I don't remember what my first Gare the Bear video was. It was probably this one, Start Your Next Notebook with This Method, which I watched. And that was posted like 8 months ago. And that was also a pretty popular video. And it's saying I watched it. So about 2 years ago is when the shift on Gare the Bear's channel happened. There was a video called You Need a Pocket Notebook and Here's Why. And compared to the rest of the catalog, it was a pretty popular video. And ever since then, he was making more and more notebook videos to the point where nowadays he's kind of like the notebook guy, which I think is really cool. That's not all he does, though. He, in my opinion, is very much a physical media channel, but not in the media sense, in the physical sense. Normally, when we talk about physical media, we talk about CDs, DVDs, stuff like that. When I'm talking about physical media, I'm talking about media about physical things. And a lot of what he talks about is stationary material, notebooks, pens, pencils, stuff to write in. He writes in notebooks every day with his everyday carry. And he likes to experiment sometimes with different kind of notebooks and pens and writing materials. Recently, he's filled 75 pocket notebooks, has a shelf of notebooks. It's a whole thing. He's had to start archiving his notebooks because there are so many that he's written in over the past like 2-ish years. I also wanted to make a video about Gare the Bear because I wanted to say thank you for inspiring me. I remember when I was in not a super dark place, but it's been kind of rough the past few months. And I wasn't feeling YouTube. And the one YouTuber that I would always watch is Gare the Bear, because weekly I could always count on like, hey, we're going to learn about some new physical thing in the world that is really cool that you can like write in and be creative with. And for me, he's a very inspirational creator. If you have not heard of him before, now you have. I should probably write in the in the notebook, right? So I also want to shout out Gare because this style that you're seeing now is very influential with what he's doing. Because I kind of realized I literally have a 4-point light system at my desk that I did not realize I had. I have a light in the kitchen. I have a light here above me in the office. I have a light over there, and then I have the lamp right here. I was overthinking content. I was like, I don't have a studio. I don't have my own office, whatever. And my office is in a weird liminal space right now, which is funny because you know me, I love liminal spaces. So because of Gare, it's kind of made me realize, okay, I can film where I normally am. I can film in a place that's like home. I can film in a place where I don't have to have this super polished kind of look. I can just film and talk about things that I care about, especially physical media. So we're going to talk about a lot more physical media this year and next year probably. Anyways, I should probably write in the notebook instead of yapping, right? So Gare is really interesting as well. He seems very well versed in things to write with. Very much a pen guy, very much a pencil guy. I am not educated on that at all. So it's been really interesting being educated on stationery through this channel. And I've learned a lot of stuff, right? I don't have a fountain pen. I know fountain pens are expensive. So I like to use a few things. In fact, here, I'm going to show you my pencil cup and all this stuff, right? I'm going to show you what I use. This is what I use most often. It is a Say Goodnight Kevin pen that I got. I don't know what kind of pen it is. It writes, it works. Honestly, I need to go through this cup because there's a bunch of stuff in here that probably doesn't work. And this is the one I go to because it's the pen that actually works. I don't really have another pen I go to, so I'm probably going to write with this one. I also have this red one that I used for a long time. I don't think it works though. My best bet, I also have a Sharpie. There's a few Sharpies in here, but I don't like to use Sharpies on notebooks. Anyways, let's do a writing test on this, okay? I'm going to write hi. It's weird cuz it's not lined, but I feel like this would be really good for drawing specifically, which is cool. No, I already bent it. First bend of the notebook. Accidentally wore it in just now. Now I finally wrote in the notebook. I was waiting to save this notebook for something special, and I don't know what that is yet because I kind of see this as a really cool collector's item, but I've written it. You know what? Instead of writing hi, I'm going to write my name and when this notebook is starting. Should I write my name or my channel name? Let's do the channel name. I think that's more fun. I don't know why, but I always have the bad, not bad, but I always pick usernames and stuff that are a little more complex. And it's kind of a litmus test to see if people actually watch the channel or if they're just like, oh, I don't know how to say this, right? But I don't know. So start, it is the 7th. It's the 10th of July. I'm dating this video. Wasn't trying to date this video. I like to try to make my videos evergreen, but there you go. All right, officially started the notebook thanks to Gare. I don't know what I'm going to use this notebook. Wow. Well, yes, I don't know what I'm going to use this notebook for, but I don't know what I'm going to use this bookmark for. I'm probably just going to leave it in here because it's part of the collection, I guess. I forgot to mention there are 4 different notebooks, at least for the first launch. There's been multiple different launches, but regarding the first launch, there was blue, green, red, and yellow. Primary colors plus green, but I chose green, even though I wanted blue. And honestly, pretty cheap for a notebook. I don't know how I forgot to mention this. Gare handmade this notebook. This is a handmade product, which is really cool. It wasn't a machine. It was fully handmade. So if you care about handmade stuff, this is great. It's a super minimal notebook. There's not a lot to it. It's more so about what are you going to write in it, which I think is cool. Oh, there's specs. I totally forgot about the specs. Okay, so there is a little thing in the back here, specs. 48 plain pages, 3.5 to 5.5-ish. Oh, the size, page sizes, yeah. 110 pound to 300 GSM covers. I legit don't know what that even means. 24 pound to 90 GSM pages. Okay, so the cover is this is the green, the type of paper, and the pages are that. Specs, super cool. That's funny. I love that. That is great. Honestly, this is a really good notebook. I don't know what I'm going to use it for because a lot of what I do in notebooks is I love to take notes, like written notes. I'm not a drawer. I'm not a doodler. This will probably be another YouTube notebook, but I love it as a collector's item, honestly. Like I've written in it technically for this video, but also like it writes good. Like I like how the pages feel. The page thickness is good. It does not bleed as far as I'm seeing. I don't know what classifies as bleeding through, but I don't, with the pen that I just did, I don't think it bleeds through. I'm not going to lie. If there is one YouTuber that I would want to make a documentary about, like on site, like I would love to go to GareTheBear's studio and just see everything because I'm like, oh man, that would just be so cool to just do like a full documentary on like this guy's like creative process and stuff because I'm truly fascinated at this guy and this guy's work ethic and stuff, and honestly I'm just impressed. I'm just very impressed with it. So yeah, thank you for watching. I don't really have much else to say about this notebook. It's a good notebook though. We support independent art here, so I figured I'd shout out this notebook. That's pretty cool and I like it a lot. If you're looking for a notebook that gives you a little more freedom so that it's not lined, you can kind of do whatever you want with it, which is cool. Subscribe for independent art. I need to remember to say that. I always forget to say that.